You're someone who doesn't react right away. You don't rush. You don't fight at the first sign of pressure. You stay still longer than most people would. Quiet. Observing. Enduring. And there's a strange contradiction inside you. You can sense when things are getting tight. Yet you wait. Almost as if something in you refuses to move. Until life gives you no other choice. And this message is here to gently name what's been happening beneath that calm surface. There are people who awaken slowly, gradually, step by step. And then there are people like you. You don't wake up early. You wake up when the edge is close. Not because you enjoy pressure, but because pressure is the moment your system finally aligns. From the outside, it can look like nothing is happening. But inside, something has always been in motion. You are not someone who lacks ability. You never were. What's different about you is how long you can hold. How much you can observe. How deeply you can endure without collapsing. While others rush to escape discomfort, you stay. You watch. You absorb. You gather information quietly. You let the situation reveal its true shape. And yes, there were times you were misunderstood. Times when people thought you were slow, behind, unmotivated. But what they couldn't see was the pressure you were storing. And this is something most people don't notice at first. Your strength doesn't leak out gradually. It concentrates. So when life finally pushes you into a corner, when the choice becomes unavoidable, you don't rise weakly. You pivot. Decisively. As if something ancient inside you clicks into place. And suddenly, everything changes direction. This is where things quietly shift. Because every time life has pressed you hard, it didn't shrink you. It activated you. What looked like a dead end became the exact catalyst you needed to show who you really are. You are someone who becomes brighter under pressure, clearer, more embodied. You are also deeply sensitive to people, not emotionally fragile, energetically perceptive. A few words, a look, a tone. That's all it takes for you to know who is sincere and who is just passing through your space. This sensitivity is not a weakness, but it does mean you can't be just anywhere. You've learned, sometimes the hard way, that the wrong environment drains you, blurs you, dims your clarity. So you choose carefully, not out of arrogance, but out of self-protection. Because when you are placed with the right people, in the right atmosphere, your capacity to expand feels almost limitless. Here's a quiet question to sit with. You don't need to answer it now. What if the moments that forced you to the edge were never punishments, but positioning? We'll come back to that. One of the most understated powers you carry is your voice. Not volume, not performance, but timing, depth, weight. When you speak, people listen, not because you demand attention, but because something in your words feels lived in. Your voice carries rhythm. It carries presence. And the more you've been through, the deeper it's become. You don't just communicate anymore. You transmit experience. Your words don't float. They land. They comfort. They clarify. They open doors inside other people. And often, without trying, you guide others simply by naming what you've already walked through. And this is something that changes how you move forward. Your influence was never meant to be loud. It was meant to be precise. From 2026 onward, the way your energy expresses itself begins to feel different. More stable. More rooted. Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because you start using your natural strengths differently. Your ability to connect, to speak, to read people. Your words begin to carry tangible value. And slowly, steadily, What you express starts returning to you. In practical form. Support feels more consistent. Resources feel less strained. Money no longer sits in your body as constant tension, but as a tool. A way to experience life more fully. To choose comfort without guilt. To enjoy without second-guessing every decision. Not excess. Not recklessness. Just ease earned. And that earlier question, what if standing at the edge, was never about survival, but about activation. You were never designed to stay comfortable for long. You were designed to cross thresholds. You may not shine first, but once you do, your light is steady, hard to dim, hard to ignore. So if you're in a moment right now, where pressure feels close, tight, unavoidable, pause. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Nothing is wrong with you. This is simply the space where you've always remembered who you are. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. And if this message felt like it found you gently, you're welcome to stay for the next one. No rush. No urgency. Just presence.